Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to do a reading for our beautiful collective here. So I'm going to just start by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. And right away, we have a romantic soul connection coming to the surface of this reading. For some reason, I heard a name that starts with a C for someone, but please keep in mind that whenever I channel specific names, details, dates, or any other specific information, these are meant for certain individuals. So only take what resonates with you personally, and the message still could be for you. It's just that sometimes I channel these specific details in addition to the more generalized messages. So I'm seeing that, okay, someone is involved in some form of romantic soul connection. And what I'm getting from what I feel to be a masculine in this situation, because there is an image of a man on both of these cards, which of course the masculine energy does not necessarily need to be a man. These labels, masculine and feminine, are not tied to any particular gender. But what I'm seeing is a conflict, an internal conflict within a masculine here. I also was hearing the name Josh for someone at the beginning of this reading as well. But what I'm getting is there is a masculine here who is in an internal conflict because he has a lot of love for a feminine, and there is a soul connection here between them as well. Whether that's a soulmate or a twin flame, I will let you know if any indicators of that come through in the cards. But at the end of the day, only you can really know for sure whether someone is a soulmate, a twin flame, etc. Door to personal healing and happiness in the reverse position. I keep hearing, I know I need to heal on my own, or I know you need to heal on your own. So the complex dynamic I'm getting, I'm seeing something about the month of February for someone as well. The complex dynamic that I'm picking up on is that either the feminine here or the masculine is aware that some type of individual healing has to occur. Someone has to do their inner work here individually before this is going to be able to fully materialize itself in the physical world. And this could be either the feminine recognizing this, holding her distance because she knows that this masculine has inner work to do that must be done individually, or this could be a masculine distancing himself for the same reason because he has this awareness that in some sense, I hear distraction. So the feminine may fear that somehow this masculine is using her as a distraction at times in the physical. And although they have a soul connection here, it's like at times this 3D connection may become a distraction from the deeper level healing that this masculine needs to do on his own. So community reversed and appreciation in the upright position. What I see here is the energy of someone meeting you and feeling so much admiration, adoration for you that they instantaneously don't want to connect with anyone else romantically. There is this feeling of exclusivity. I feel very much that this was on the parts of the masculine here. I'm channeling into how he feels about you, Divine Feminine, because there is so much internal conflict within him. I feel he is struggling in 3D to put into words how he's feeling. He might be someone that pulls back or withholds what he's feeling. I'm getting fire sign energy for someone, but this could also indicate fire as in a flame, as in potentially a twin flame for someone. I'm also seeing pink flowers for someone listening. This masculine met you and immediately felt this deep sense of inner peace. I feel like he is not someone who is necessarily naturally that spiritually minded. I feel this masculine is much more logical, or he thinks that he's being logical, but as the feminine would point out here, there's really no applying logic to our connection because it's illogical to not believe in it when we're seeing all of these signs of our connectedness to one another at this spiritual level. In a sense, this is evidence showing how connected we are. With solar plexus chakra in the upright position, this is so specific, but I feel like someone recently may have had some either strange stomach sensations or variances around food and eating. So this could mean that you found yourself losing an appetite or being hungrier than usual. It can go either direction. This also could be feelings of nausea at times, but I feel a lot just happening in that solar plexus region. But what your guides want to know is that this is something stuck, breaking loose within you with all tied up in the reverse position. And specifically, I'm hearing stuck energy from someone's childhood. This could apply to the masculine or the feminine. But I want to know what this stuck solar plexus energy from childhood is. Okay, so action reversed and the sun in the reverse position. So remaining stuck in a cycle and not letting yourself move towards, I'm hearing what you really want in life, what you really desire in life. So it's possible that this sacral chakra wound for someone meant that, or solar plexus chakra, although I guess there could be a slip of the tongue there that actually is a message for someone. Perhaps someone is also dealing with sacral chakra energy, which would be right below the solar plexus as well. A lot happening in that area of the energy body and therefore the physical body as well. But with action in the sun, I see someone feeling stuck in a rut and not being able to move forward toward what they truly desire in life. I'm hearing needing to ask for permission before moving towards your true goals and dreams. So I got the name Cheyenne or Cheryl or something with a CH for someone as well. So what's going on here with this stuck solar plexus energy breaking loose is that someone is deeply healing a stuck energy in their solar plexus that came from some kind of inner child wound. This could be literally from childhood experiences. This also could be experiences as a young adult. Whoever I'm speaking to here, I feel like you, or this also could be the person you're connected to because that soul connection was coming through, are dealing with this dynamic where in the past you would say that you just feel stuck. I hear also associated with that, you might feel very fatigued, very physically tired, stuck in a loop. But really, it's not that you were stuck. It's that there was this wounded part of you that was taught to ask for permission to really move towards what you want in life. And so what happened is you reached a point in your spiritual development where your soul, your spiritual self, I'm getting a name with a G for someone as well, your spiritual self would no longer allow you to move towards things that were out of alignment with your soul's highest purpose here on earth. But at the same time, your physical 3D self was still dealing with this stuck solar plexus energy that caused you to feel as though you needed to ask for permission to move towards those soul-aligned desires and dreams. So this set up this conflicting energetic dynamic where your soul has been calling you towards this new beginning, towards what you really desire at a soul level that, by the way, is in total alignment with your soul's blueprint, with your highest purpose here on planet Earth in this lifetime. And yet, at the same time, this old pattern of waiting for someone to give you permission, of trying to please other people, was there as well, preventing you from stepping out fully for yourself and fully moving towards this goal or dream. This message won't be for everyone. I also feel this could be for many divine feminines listening. And the beautiful thing about this is the number 711 might be coming through for someone as well. But what I'm getting is, you're healing this dynamic. You no longer need to ask for permission or to feel a sense of permissiveness from others to move towards the sun, metaphorically for you, to move towards what you know in your soul is really aligned with you. Now, if this is a twin flame situation with you and this masculine counterparts, I am sensing this mirror reflection of this solar plexus wounding within the masculine, specifically when it comes to family issues. I feel there could be a feminine energy like a mother figure or some kind of overpowering feminine, whether it's a friend, platonically, a karmic situation, a family member. It doesn't necessarily need to be an external feminine, but I see this masculine being, I almost want to say, controlled by someone that they feel a lot of love for, but who they've allowed to control them in the sense where they haven't been fully making their own decisions for themselves. Again, this won't specifically apply in that way for everyone. What I do see across the board for divine masculines who are feeling this solar plexus wounding and actually mirroring it from you, divine feminine, you are mirroring this back and forth to each other, which means the healing is also being mirrored as well. I hear not good enough. So this masculine has had his ego really hurt, or his confidence, I guess I should say, really hurt by this situation where he doesn't feel like he's ever good enough for either his family. Maybe this is an inner child wound. So growing up, maybe he never felt good enough for his parents. And I'm hearing overachiever. So this may have been a masculine who is very intelligent or very good at sports or something in his life that he used to try and receive credit, receive praise with these others in his life. If this masculine is connecting with this as being a spouse, a friend, a family member who is somehow controlling them later in life into adulthood, they may be trying to overcompensate or overachieve when it comes to their career. For some reason, I'm hearing lawyer or doctor. So some masculine could be in a very high-powered position, but this also could just indicate that they're very intelligent. And because of this, they felt the need to use these ego-based things to really either please people around them, generally please society, get some kind of social credit back, which really is just this artificial ego boost, while denying their soul at the same time. So this is so fascinating how this solar plexus wounding is actually being mirrored in both the masculine and the feminine here. And both of them are also mirroring this breakthrough. That word breakthrough is coming through really strongly. I'm also getting this imagery of a bridge. I feel like this healing work is what is bridging the distance between these two souls. If there is some kind of physical disconnect or distance of sorts, then this solar plexus chakra healing taking place within both of them is actually bridging them together. It is, I'm hearing, helping them reunite. So if you are in separation from this person, that might be an especially significant message for you as well. But in the extended version of the reading, I am going to be channeling more information on this mirrored solar plexus wounding and now this breakthrough, this healing happening for both the divine masculines and divine feminines coming through here. What is occurring, what they are both thinking and feeling through this, how this is impacting their connection to one another moving forward. And all of that extended information is in the extended reading on Patreon, which is linked in the pinned comments and description box under this video. Okay, so as I was sharing some of those messages, a few cards came out on the masculine polarity that were really interesting. The sacral chakra, which of course represents feeling a lot of emotions or something shifting when it comes to being vulnerable, being open, being raw, or being very sensually and physically connected to someone as well. But also the caring connections card and the throat chakra, the communication card reversed. So altogether, I heard this clear message from a masculine here that went something like, I'm feeling and sending you a lot of emotion right now. I'm hearing especially at night. For some of them, I'm seeing like the stars and the moon out. I'm sending you a lot of emotion. I know that this is some kind of soul connection. I feel it in my heart, but I'm not communicating in the physical. Or I'm not communicating this specifically. So you could be speaking and communicating in 3D, but this masculine, whether you're speaking or not, is not being fully open about how he is feeling. But you sense this feminine through your intuition, which you are interpreting not just through the mind, but actually through your 5 senses as well. So I feel that you could be feeling bodily sensations from this masculine. You could be feeling, I'm hearing sudden emotion. So you may have had a sudden wave of strong emotion, whether it was happiness, sadness. If there was sadness, I feel this may have been for a divine feminine who walked away or who felt walked away from by this masculine. There was a walking away experience with walking away in the upright position. And that, for that subset, is something that this masculine wants to address. The Sun card reverse came out, the New Beginnings card. Reversed, of course, representing a delay or a block in a new beginning. And I just heard a masculine say, I wasn't ready. I feel his higher self almost coming through here. I wasn't ready, so I kept you doubting, whether this was doubting yourself, doubting the connection with Angel of Strength reversed. Man holding a heart in the upright position. I know what you deserve from me is open-heartedness. And this won't be for everyone, but in some cases, I feel this masculine's higher self sensing this divine feminine moving towards love that feels more 3D available and open to her at this time. This won't be for everyone, but for some, I feel this masculine saying at a higher self level, although I feel his 3D self could experience a lot of feelings of emotional pain from thinking this, I feel his higher self saying, go towards the love that you need and the love you desire. I truly want you to be happy. And I know that I caused you to feel unhappiness and disempowerment in the 3D as I've been through this process of awakening that at times has been moving from a physical human perspective very slowly. It's gradual, it's steady, but at times our human selves see it as slow. And with man holding a heart upright, though, if there isn't another person involved here, so divine feminine, if you aren't dating other people or moving on, I feel this masculine saying that he is the one who wants to open his heart to you, that this is what he desires to do. But there's something about having to get things in order in the physical world that's coming through here. What does this masculine feel like he has to get in order in the physical worlds? Well, his higher self would say that my 3D self needs to learn how to not push away truly unconditionally loving connections out of fear, with Angel of Love in the reverse position, to learn how to, I'm hearing 2 messages, to really appreciate with the appreciation card, you divine feminine, to not only feel it, but to have the courage to express it openly and frequently, because that is the kind of consistent love that you deserve. I feel this masculine's higher self saying. And for many divine feminines, I heard words of affirmation. So you could be using affirmations, or this simply could be that you divine feminine may be someone who has words of affirmation as a strong love language. And this masculine might be someone who is slow to express how he's feeling, even when he's feeling it so intensely. This is so interesting. It's like he can be feeling something with all of his heart and soul, but even though you'll see it in his eyes and you could read it from him, he won't actually say it out loud. And I feel this may have become very frustrating for whatever divine feminine I'm speaking to here. So yeah, his higher self is saying that one thing I need to get in order before I can fully come forward is my 3D self needs to learn how to no longer push love away, truly unconditional love, but also how to fully express my admiration and appreciation for you, and also to appreciate the present moment. I'm getting this message from this divine masculine's spirit guides that at times in the past, because of the way in which I'm hearing constant survival mode, he may have felt as though he was just surviving, trying to get by, especially when it comes to a work or family situation. For some masculines, feeling like he was just doing what he needed to do to survive, but not really, I'm hearing, taking time to smell the flowers or really enjoying things in life. So there's a secondary message about this masculine not just being in process of learning to appreciate you, divine feminine, and this love, but also how to appreciate life, the life experience, the present moment, to really become more present with himself as well, and to not live so much from that wounded, unconscious survival mode, which I do feel is something that he's coming out of. There's another card coming through here also. I heard the name Kathy coming through for someone with blossoming abundance reversed. This masculine's 3D self, whether he's saying it or not, is very afraid. He's not just afraid that he may be losing you or pushing you away, divine feminine, but that he's already lost you. The name Charles came out for someone. Part of him feels like this is hopeless with cornucopia in the reverse position. This also could be him feeling like certain things in his life are hopeless. But really, from a higher self perspective, his higher self knows things are not broken, they are in process of healing. Things are not hopeless, they are coming into balance. And from that state of energetic and emotional balance this masculine is working towards coming into, only then will he be able to feel that hope, feel that optimism. But right now, I sense him very much stuck in that somewhat negative headspace in the physical 3D world. And divine feminine, speaking of energetic transference, you might be feeling some of this fearful or negative energy through physical sensations of tension in your body in certain places. Even when you're not feeling tense, you might be having, specifically, I'm strongly getting some divine feminines may have difficulty sleeping because this masculine is actually keeping them awake with these worried thoughts about their life or about the connection. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more information about exactly what this masculine is up at night worried about or thinking about, that again, you, divine feminine, may be feeling consciously or subconsciously in the form of energy transference from him. And I'm also going to be channeling what the masculine wants to say, love messages from the divine masculines we are channeling here, who might be feeling a lot of emotion, but not expressing the emotion that they're feeling. So all of that will be in the extended reading, which is on Patreon, linked in the pinned comment and description box under this video. But 3 beautiful, beautiful cards came out near the end of this reading, which is Contract reversed, Storm warning reversed, and Happy Family in the upright position. It's funny, it's not often that my guides just give me this. I see this as like a thematic message, presenting a theme, an overarching message of what is really happening within this connection at this time, and perhaps in your life at a more individual level as well. This is, with contract reversed, the breaking free of karmic cycles, the coming into an era I'm hearing of peace and prosperity, with storm warning reversed, where the storms are over for good, and happy family uprights. happily experiencing a harmonious union with, I'm hearing someone who makes your heart soar. I'm hearing have the courage to hold space for that love, whatever it is for you, whether that is a soulmate here or a twin flame situation. And a big key to allowing that harmonious reconnection to come into being, whatever that is for you, is to also have the courage to release your fears, to step out of the fear-based mind with anxiety reversed. And also to trust the healing of the collective masculine, whether this is a masculine soulmate who is in the process of coming forward with a very open heart to make you a love offer, divine feminine, that will bring you a lot of joy and fulfillment and harmony in life, or whether this is a twin flame divine masculine who is healing at a really deep energetic level, even if at times things have felt hopeless in the physical. I see this request from your spirit guides to release your fears and trust the healing of this masculine. Things are coming to a resolution point with hostilities in the reverse position. And I'm going to close this reading with just one final Rumi Oracle card. Of course, I will be channeling more detailed information and messages in the extended reading on Patreon, everything that we mentioned earlier, as well as love messages from the higher self of both the divine masculine and divine feminine here. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and close this first reading with the cards, A New Gown and Divine Discontent. I'm seeing something about the month of December for someone. This could be a birth month or just a significant month in someone's connection. So let's go ahead and read from the Divine Discontent. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. Rumi. And the guidebook also says, I know your hearts. I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me, that sacred heart of yours. Whispering its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent, it knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not quite right. There is a piece of the puzzle missing. There is a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, or perhaps only dimly registered as an unnameable underlying sense of anxiety, that something in your life is not quite right. This is the pain of the awakening hearts. That heart is capable of bliss and ecstatic reverence for the sheer beauty and wonder of creation. Yet, as the heart matures, there will be a process of deep, passionate longing that awakens for the divine. And to close out this reading, if you must seek understanding, then know this, dear blazing angel. You are just waking from the deepest slumber, and with your awakening hearts, you are realizing a truth. A part of you, deeper and wider, vaster and more instinctive, truthful and intelligent than your mind, is lonely for the divine embrace. And so it shall be. The discontent divine growing within you is just the beginning, not the destiny. Its purpose is to lead you into your greatest connection yet with divinity. Do not resist it. Look beyond what is. So that feels like a really great place to close this first reading here on YouTube. If you do want to head over now with me to the extended reading, all of the information on what we will be channeling in the extended is linked in the pinned comments and description box under the video. Otherwise, I am wishing you the most beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in Friday's reading.